the hidden cost of staying in limbo. A lot of women tell me, and I was one of them, I'm not happy where I am, but I'm not, well, they don't say I'm not miserable to leave, but they say it's good enough. It's good enough here. Like I'm not totally happy, but I have a good salary. It feeds my family. I know the rules. Like I would say that I know the rules. I know the people. I know the pitfalls, and I know it. Like it's a known territory. So they stay and they wait and they think and they don't realize that staying in limbo has a cost, even if nothing looks wrong on the outside. Limbo feels safe because it avoids responsibility. If you don't decide, you can't fail. If you don't choose, you can't choose wrong. But what most people don't see, and I didn't see it, that indecision is not neutral. It actually is a decision to stay where you are. And you do take responsibility, whether you know it or not, consciously or unconsciously, for everything that happens here where you are. It quietly drains your energy every single day. The cost of limbo looks something like this. You think about the same thing over and over. You look for that job, but then you don't apply. You feel tired, even if nothing dramatic happens. Your creativity not drops, it plummets. Because your all energy goes into pretending that everything's fine. Everything's all right. Small decisions start to feel very heavy because you don't trust yourself. Because you're not making that right decision to look for something, even to look. It doesn't have to be quitting tomorrow, but just to look and apply for something else, just to research what else you could do. So your inner authority starts to become a little bit shattered more and more with each day that you stay here, where you don't like it, where you hate it. You start to feel more and more disconnected from yourself, because if you were connected to yourself, the pain of staying in limbo, staying where you don't like it, it grows. It grows with each day passing. It grows more and more. Again, like I said, limbo is still a decision. And that's the uncomfortable truth. Not deciding is still deciding, guys. You're deciding to stay exactly where you are without the relief of commitment. That's why limbo is often more, it's definitely more exhausting than change. Have you ever, you can remember when you were younger and you quit that job, or you did something, that required courage and unknown. Did you feel that surge of energy coming out of you? And you were like, oh my God, I got this. Well, if you don't do that, limbo is totally opposite. It's like a part of you dying. I'm not saying you should rush and quit that job. My God, never. Please, no. Guys, 9 to 5, pays your bills. Great. But what you do 5 to 9, or if you have kids from 9 to 1 in the evening, or 10 to 1, or 10 to midnight, now that is where you take your power back. That is where you take your responsibility back. And it might take years. I'm not saying you will find your next career or next job in 2 months or 2 days. It might take years, but you will stay true to yourself, at least by looking. The clarity starts when you're honest to yourself, when you tell the truth to yourself. What is costing you to stay and not look for any other option? And what is costing you to look for other options? And getting out of this limbo, looking for a different solution. Sometimes the most caring thing you can do for yourself is to stop pretending that nothing is happening, that everything is great. Let me finish off with one question. You can sit with this question. If nothing changed for the next 6 months, how would that actually feel in my body? Don't answer with logic. Just notice your reaction. Notice how your stomach feels, how your body feels. If nothing changes in the next 6 months, I mean the same thing, you're not looking for anything, how does that feel? If you're tired of carrying this quiet weight, but a big weight, and you do need help getting on your next step, my clarity session is just for that. It's 90 minutes and we go through a lot. You can do a lot in 90 minutes, but please, you don't have to. I will have more videos where they will guide you step by step. But again, if you do, I'm right here. The link is below. And let this sink in if you want, if you can allow it. You don't need to force change. You just have to decide that you are not going to stay in limbo forever and that you will take that tiny little step that will allow your body to feel safe with you, that you are looking for a way out of the limbo. I'm wishing you the best week. See you in the next video. Bye.